Hi, people. Hello. I'm glad to be back. Awesome. We're gonna give it again a few minutes until I always forget to mute my phone when I'm doing the stream because I'm also watching it from my phone to just check if everything's okay. So sorry about that. We're gonna give it a few minutes till other people come in. Because I stream and stuff like that. If you're like my host family and the link that I'm sending out is just taking you to the main page of my channel and isn't actually showing you the live stream, you have to go to the video section and there should be a little square with the live stream that is happening. And if you're there early, just refresh a lot and then it should appear. So yeah, I'm just saying that because when my family was trying to get in, they didn't know how. I was just thinking that people know how to use YouTube. I guess it's around for a long time. So I just thought, never mind that. So yeah. Guess first things first. I should really apologize for last time. I am really sorry about what happened. For those who weren't here, I was trying to do the live stream last week, as I should, but our Wi-Fi was being the villain of my life, and as a great villain, it's ruining my plans to achieve my goal. So I had to stop live streaming in like first 10-15 minutes because it, as I said, awesome. So I am really sorry about that. That's why we're here today and we're gonna redo the stream from last week. That's why I don't have a new nothing nothing important. So that's why we're redoing the stream today. There's just one for 2 people. Awesome. I hope more people come around. Okay, anyway, today we are going to talk about some more interesting stuff. First things first again, my name is Lucie Prajslerova and I'm an exchange student from the Czech Republic. It's a country that is located in the center of Europe, and I am right now in the United States enjoying the life here. It's awesome, even during COVID times. And I came here in the United States thanks to 2 amazing organizations, a Czech organization named CCI and an American organization named Greenheart Exchange Online, shortly Greenheart. I actually said it right. I didn't mutter it. I always mess up the long name of Greenheart. I'm so used to calling it just Greenheart that I just can't say it together. Never mind that. Today, or I guess we can recap what we did in the previous stream, like the second one. In the second one, we were talking about rules of the program that Greenheart gave me and that I have to follow, otherwise I'll be terminated from the program and sent back home early, or I'll have to pay. Depends on what I do or do not do. What I forgot to mention in that last stream, however, was that those rules are similar to most of the programs that you'll find. So that's why we actually went over them. It's like those are like general rules. Anyway, today we are going to be talking about rules that I got from the Czech organization, CCI, and pre-departure preparation. Both of them are really important, First of all, I think that when I was talking about the CCI rules, and I said there's something that is a bit different about it, I actually did not realize that no, there is not, because the CCI rules are just the Green Heart rules, just translated into Czech. But the different things that I thought about were not in the rules, but in the contract that we signed together. There's a bunch more stuff in that is really, really complicated, and just like going over it would be a pain for me, because I'm going to be translating everything that I have here today from Czech to English and then try to say it to you. So bear with me here. But the most important things that I saw were different, and I guess are the most important ones, are three things that I found out. First one is I have to write blogs. I know that I wasn't the best person to write blogs for CCI. I am really sorry about that. The thing is, I really am not good at writing, and I do not like writing because of that. And that's why it was hard. I really hate writing. So that's why it was a problem. But I think I'm doing better now. I'm trying to keep it at one blog per week. I really am. The thing is, you have to do one blog per week. It has to have 100 words and at least 3 photos. And just, talk about what is going on. I know the last exchange student that was in this family did not have that problem because she was writing all the time. I guess she really enjoys writing. I hate it, like literal opposite of that. I really hate writing. But never mind that. Number 2, that CCI has the right to publish photos of me on their site because, I'm just a representative of theirs in here. So that's self-explanatory. And I really don't care if photos of me are bad anyways, and they're already on the internet because school, because my band, because my orchestra, because everything. So I don't care. And, I'm talking to you right now, and that's a video, so I really don't care anymore. And third thing was fees. It actually mentioned exact fees that I should pay if I'm gonna either be terminated from the program or something's gonna happen before the program even starts. I'm not gonna mention the exact amount. It's just like really high. Just, think about that. You really don't want to mess stuff up, because then the punishments are not really okay. My sticky notes are falling apart from the wall. Anyway, okay, let's move on to the prep, because those were the only three things that I found that were like good to mention. Obviously, there's much more, but as I said, they all sound almost the same, and it would be a pain for me to translate it, because I would be just fishing for words all the time. It happens while I just translate stuff. So yeah, we're not gonna do that. So yeah, pre-departure prep. It's another awesome packet, and of course, here. Don't laugh at me, but when we were having a pre-departure prep, which was like a Zoom meeting, an online meeting because COVID, when we had that, I was like taking notes because I did not know we were going to actually receive the packet, because it was actually pretty fun, because I was writing the notes. Me and my mom both actually were just taking notes all the time, which is not bad, right? So we were taking the notes, and then the Zoom ended, and we were like going over it, and we're like, wow, that was a lot. And like a few days after, Miss Rula, who is leading CCI right now and who led the Zoom meeting, She was like, I did not receive any signed materials from the pre-departure prep that you were supposed to send me. I'm like, we didn't receive any materials. We just took notes. And then she was like, oh, okay, here's all the paperwork you need to sign. And I'm like, that was like the packet and a bunch of more stuff. And I'm like, okay. Okay, so all of my notes are pretty useless because everything is in here. Yeah. If me and my mom would know that, we would actually did not do that. But you know, stuff is happening. I forgot to mention at the beginning, if you have any questions for me, any questions at all, even philosophical questions, I guess, then you can ask me in the comments or in the chat. I'm reading it. I have it in front of me, so you don't have to be scared. I don't bite. I'm not mean, so you don't have to be afraid to ask me anything at all. I'll just try to answer it with the best of my abilities. And again, please bear with me. I'm translating this from Czech to English on spot. I did not translate it in advance, which is probably a bad preparation for a live stream, but I'm not gonna care about that right now. So the pre-departure prep is here just to help you have a smooth trip from the Czech Republic to your host family and to start your life there with no problems. Can't say that actually happened with me. I did everything that is in here, but the problem was the COVID situation. Not the problem wasn't with the prep. So, but still, we did everything. I'm here. I it was hard, but still, it happened. Okay. There are no numbers. There are letters. Never mind. We're gonna do numbers. Number 1. This just says that you have to have all of your paperwork with you. The same is to have the original plus 3 copies. One that you'll have with you at all times. One that you're gonna leave at home with your family in your country, and one that you're gonna leave with your host family. That way you're making sure that you won't lose anything, that you have everything, and just, that you're secure. Stuff like that. Technically the same thing, the number 2 is the same thing. It's just not about paperwork, it's about medical paperwork. Just medical stuff. I had to have a lot of vaccines done before I came here. So you need to make sure that you have that with you and that it's approved by your doctor. Bro, I looked like a freaking hedgehog. I was like having shots every month. It was so annoying. But we did it. We're gonna talk about all of the vaccines after I get the approval for the paperwork stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna show you what everything I had to have, and I'll show you the paperwork with the freaking table because it's insane. Okay, you're supposed to have your passport and your wallet with you, which just means like some money with you. Just have your passport and money with you. If anything happens, you need to be able to take care of what happens. People that have to know is your host family and your coordinator because you're going there. So that's the most important thing. And up. Okay, number 5, think of a gift for your host family. I guess that's self-explanatory. You should take some gift for your host family. Again, as I mentioned a lot last time, they're taking care of you, they're being nice to you and letting you stay there, so you should just be nice and bring something to them because, it's a cultural exchange. You give something to them, they give something to you, and they want to know about your country too. And, if your country is nice, you should also invite them to come over and just see it because it's awesome. Not now in COVID times, of course, but normally you should. Number 6, recipes. Oh yeah, that's fun. It's good if you, before you leave, you should learn how to cook some of your meals that are typical for your country and then cook them here. I tried. It's a little bit harder because there's some ingredients that we have and America doesn't have. So it's a little bit hard. I even have had to ask my mom to send me Czech flour so I could bake stuff for my host family because their flour is not the same as ours. So I had to wait like a few months after Christmas after she sent me the package with the flour, which is actually pretty funny that she needed to send me flour. But yeah, that's what happens. It's hard to just cook in a different country because not all ingredients are the same. There's just much more stuff to it, but just try. It's gonna make them happy. Don't forget to check the rules for your baggage. So there are weight and size limits to your baggage that you can take with you. So watch out for that. How much stuff you can actually take with you when you're coming here. It's really important. I firstly struggled if I can have a carry-on and a personal item or not. And I even had to check properly because I was taking my violin with me. And, it's not inherently bad to take your violin with you, but the problem comes with strings, right? Because they would be like, but you could take, can be used that way. I mean, sure, whatever. So that was a little bit like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. As I said in the last previous streams, I had too many problems on the airport to care about stuff like that. They really didn't care, which is going to be much more of a problem when I will be coming back. I just hope they won't, take away my stuff. But we'll see about that. I hope everything will be okay. Number, I don't know what, because I got lost. I think 7. Don't take a lot of clothes with you, just a little bit of everything. That's really important. If I can't say, and so American people, I'm sorry, you're just weird. But my baggage, I could have 23 kilograms. And I also had a size limit, how big it can be. And I think I barely made it with my suitcase. The same with the carry-on. I think I barely made it. The suitcase, the carry-on, I think was 16 kilograms or something like that. Maybe even less. But the thing is, you have to fit clothes for a whole year into that baggage, along with gifts for your host family and I don't know, other things like, I don't know, you want to take some notebooks with you, you want to take your stuff that you write with you, you want to take some books with you. I don't know. I took my sheet music, I took my freaking sketchbooks, I took some of my art supplies with me. When I mean art supplies, I just took another pencil case with me. I'm not like, I did not take with me like a canvas stand or something, but you know what I mean. So, watch out on what you can take with you. You can have with you a little med kit that you make yourself, I guess. You can take some pills from your country that you take. Of course, when you need to take pills, take those pills for special occasions that you take. Then take them. You can, but you have to keep it in the original packaging with the paper that's inside that says what is in it. You have to take all of that. For example, I'm getting really sick in cars in the back seats and even in the front seats when there's like a long time for traveling, and we travel a lot for a long time. So I had to take those with me, and I have to take pills with me that I use when I get sick in the car, just to prevent any bad experiences on the way. Um, da da da. Before departure, go to your dentist. I remember last time I said tooth doctor because I forgot the word dentist. I feel so dumb. Go to your dentist, try it. Let him check your teeth before you go. It's not the cheapest thing to get your teeth checked in the United States. At least we were warned about that, so watch out. And also, it won't be covered by your insurance or by your scholarship, so watch out. Don't forget to put your address on your baggage, to your USA address or the country where you're going address. So if you lose your baggage, it can come to you. It can find you. Have all of the contact addresses and phone numbers during your travels. So when you're traveling, be sure that you have phone numbers in your phone already for your coordinator, host family, and stuff like that, and just contacts in general. What I did, I made literally a Word document, and I wrote addresses, email addresses, and phone numbers of everyone. I'm tired. I want to shower. I want to go to sleep. I was done from the stuff that happened. So I hope that I did not, offend them. We were actually talking about it. They were like, yeah, we understand. Like, stuff that happened was horrid. I'm like, thank you. Thank you. Flight and arrival to United States. Awesome. Check all of your documents. That's literally the same thing. Check your documents, that you have them, that they're okay. This is like regular flight stuff. Don't have any liquids or gills in your baggage. We understand. One carry-on, one personal item. Typical flight stuff. I think you just have a bad luck with Wi-Fi. It was a big lag again and many little lags, but it's Chris technology after all. Yes, I'm saying it. Wi-Fi and YouTube. Wi-Fi is the main villain of my life, and YouTube is the sidekick that just is there to make it worse sometimes. So yeah, that's how it works. Thank you for understanding me. I'm really sorry for what happened. If it's lagging still, I'm really sorry. I can't do anything from my part. I really can't. Another thing, like literal stuff. This is literal flight stuff. Just don't have any liquids. Watch out, one carry on, one personal item. Take out your notebook. Take out everything that has something metal on it. Stuff like that. If your flight gets like canceled or postponed, you should call your host family, Greenheart, and everybody just to let them know, and stuff like that. Don't call your family in your country. They're not going to help you out. They're not that much involved in it to help you. Don't take food with you. I guess that depends. I took chocolate with me, but I had that in my regular baggage that went to the baggage stuff, like the big suitcase. So I guess if you put it there, but don't take a lot of it. And alcohol, that won't go through no matter where it is. If your host family won't be waiting for you at the airport, try to contact them. If not, call Greenheart and ask them what's going on. But usually they're waiting for you. Don't worry about it. They were waiting for me. They usually have like a big sign like, hey, that's us. My host family had it. I still have the sign. It was so cool. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna have it somewhere in my freaking room. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm just gonna have it, and I don't know, pin photos on it or something. Just being creative. It's so cool. Yeah, don't panic. The first thing when something happens, don't freaking panic. It's okay. Stuff can happen. The thing is that you have to get up and find a way out of it. Nobody's going to help you. If you're going to start panic and just freak out at the moment, it's not going to help. And you're just going to... The first thing here is that you can ask them to use their phone or computer to let your family know that you're okay. I don't think you need to do that. Just use your own phone or your own computer. The only thing you can ask them for is Wi-Fi, so you can write through Messenger and not lose like credit. That's the one thing that I, can think about. So, I did not understand that one. The second day, you should write an email to your country's organization. I have to write to Miss Yanarula that I'm like, okay, and I came back home, came to the host family safely. Found out how their house runs. Just find out where you can help, how is it functioning in there, and like a little bit get to know it. When I did that, they were like, yeah, it's like random, do whatever you want. If you're hungry, go to the fridge, just take something out. It's your own. If you're hungry, it's your own fault. That was what was said to me, literally. I'm not used to that, but I guess, just find out how it works. It's good to know. Talk about how you can use your computer and, follow those rules. Nothing like that happened here. We're like, again, as long as you're not closed in your room, just talking to your parents, everything is fine, and I guess like the thing here is that you're probably going to use the computer even more than usual. I do, because I have even a school computer that I have to use for schoolwork, so I would not consider that as a big problem. There was the mention that your host family has the right to take your phone or your computer away or regulate the usage, but again, as I said, it's just like to prevent you from sitting in your room and doing nothing else than just be on your computer and your phone. Try to become a part of the family. Self-explanatory. Spend time with them, be a part of the family, help out, and, don't close yourself in. Communicate with your host family, and, well, that means just like talk with them. And ask them to help you correct your English. If you have problems with English, then just ask them to correct it. I did not do that, and I was pretty fine. The only thing that was like problematic with me and English in here was I had to like get used to them speaking fast with words that I did not know, because when I first came in here, I was come here. You should find out first visit of the school. You should find out what's your school about, what is happening, like where your lessons are gonna take place and stuff like that. My school actually had something like the first day of showing people around, which was like kind of helpful, kind of not. I don't want to be mean to the student who showed me around, but what she did was she took my schedule and just randomly showed me the rooms where the lessons are going to take place. And she showed me so randomly. There was no way I could like remember what room it was. The only reason why I actually found the room at the end was I got drawing and painting. I couldn't be happier. And yeah, couldn't be happier. Then you should also find out stuff about your after-school activities. My school didn't have many of them because of COVID destroyed stuff. There was not much after school activities. They get opened after time, so I joined some of them not, because I'm not a fan. I'm not a sport person, and there was like volleyball, basketball, and cheer open, and I'm like, that's not my style. I can't do that. If I would do that, I'm just gonna be a danger walking around for me and my surroundings. I literally am that clumsy that I can hurt someone. If there's many stories from my PE class where I actually hurt my teacher just because I was trying to do something, or I hurt myself. We were throwing a ball, and I threw it. We had like 3 throws. My first throw, I hit my teacher. My second throw, I threw the ball behind me. And the third throw, I threw it just abroad, so they know that you're still a student. Otherwise, they would be like, okay, they're an adult now, so okay, let's send them the fee from the insurance company. Oh my gosh, awesome. So that's really important, and really complicated, and we had a lot of problems with them, but we figured it out in the end. COVID is complicating stuff so much. Oh God. Brr. Hope no one else will have to go through this in this way. Like, you know how I mean it. There's like last 6, 7 points that are just random. I'm gonna go through them quickly. Without your family, and they should come like at the end of the program. You can even make it longer, just so if you want to spend some time together. But it depends on what you want to do. I know my family won't come here. We don't have the money for it. Because that's why I got the scholarship. Blah, blah, blah. If something unexpected happens, again, contact Greenheart, CCI, maybe even your family, but they don't care. They're not that much involved. So these 2 organizations and your coordinator, it's really important. And the last point, respect all rules and just like follow them, because it's really, really important. Yay, we got through it. Awesome. So that is a pre-prep for a freaking exchange program. Isn't it awesome? And if you're wondering if this is like a lot of paperwork, you have a lot to look forward to. There's really much. Be that negative about it. So yeah, I guess this is everything. I'm glad that you guys came and listened to me, and